This is Co-op Chronicles, episode 51. Welcome back to Co-op Chronicles. This is episode 51. I am Pint Size Geisha. And as always, I have Black Label.
Hello.
And Ali.
Hello.
And the chicken nugget in my mouth.
Yep.
And today's episode is...
we're going to be talking about gaming and mental health. How, sometimes it's not just about getting the win or finishing a quest. Sometimes it's about gaming or, to get through the day.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so.
Can you see my tag? You can see my tag.
Yeah.
I haven't taken off my tag yet.
Yeah. So, I know we're not therapists. We're not, we're just people who like to game and then cope with grief, anxiety, burnout, everything in between. I'm pretty sure everybody else is like that. From comfort games to online communities. We're going to talk about gaming and how it helps us and heals in ways. I know it's a weird topic, but I was like, man, we just been going through some stuff lately, and it's like, oh, we should talk about mental health. So let's get into it. So let's go with the right away with it. How sometimes life sucks. It just sucks, and a lot of gaming has become one of the things that helped me get through some stuff, and I'm pretty sure it helped them over there.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to talk about how games create structure when life feels chaotic.
Mm-hmm.
Example, I remember the COVID era when everything was falling apart. Everybody was playing fucking Animal Crossing and was it Among Us? So I was just wondering, why does a routine in a game feel more doable in real life?
Because it's not real.
Because it's not real.
You can forget about your real life problems and just focus on the gaming objectives.
Mm-hmm.
This is true.
I concur.
Yeah.
Stardew Valley is so repetitive that I can just lose my brain to thoughtless.
You can just
Oblivion.
autopilot.
Yeah.
You already know what to do. You don't need to think about it. You're just autopiloting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so gaming offers control.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I got a chicken nugget in my mouth. It offers control when everything else feels out of your hand, basically.
Mm-hmm. Good way of pointing it.
Such as The Sims. You basically manage life that you can control.
You can control it.
And you can fix whatever you want to do.
I am the good woman upstairs to The Sims.
You are the Lord and Savior of the Sims people.
Sims.
I don't know about savior. You did say you like to
Oh,
kill them.
I didn't kill them.
You did say you removed.
I just said you could kill them.
You
This
said-
is how you could kill them. None of my Sims I lied. I did. My
Didn't
Sim
you die?
did die because my stove caught on fire and I died.
Oh no! Didn't you say you didn't eat too or something and they died?
No. I said you could starve them and then they die, but
It just caught on fire.
none
Yeah.
of my Sims have recently died except the one time where she caught on fire.
How did so your
Because
oven?
I was just cooking and then all of a sudden my stove caught on fire and then it caught on to me and then I died.
Huh.
Stop, drop, and roll? Didn't work?
They don't have that. They
Oh.
have like an extinguish yourself, but then it takes forever.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Also, games don't judge. They just let you be you.
Mhm.
They let you play how you want to play, Do non-punishing games, such as Stardew and stuff, help us recover mentally, you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it helped me a lot.
Yeah.
It gave me easy tasks that I could do that I know I can finish.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What about you, Geisha? Do you think they help us recover mentally, I guess?
I don't know. That's
Or
such
do
a
you
hard question.
just think games in general help you mentally?
Sorry, I'm like
Yeah.
super eating. I'm so hungry. Anyways, for me, and I don't know if this would be a question that's coming later on, but for me, you know how people say life is short?
Yeah.
I don't believe that shit at all, okay? Life is long.
I need you to stop smacking
I'm
your
sorry.
damn mouth.
You told me
She's
I could eat
eating.
while I could do this.
Some
Okay.
people have to smack the lips.
Okay.
I gotta
Okay.
smack a little bit, but anyway.
When you aerate it, you get more flavor.
Yeah, you gotta aerate it like wine. To me, life is long. Life is very, very long, and you go through so much crap.
Yes.
And unfortunately, Damon and I, are going through a lot of crap right now, but we're holding it together. But I have found myself lately, and I even told Damon this, or label this, I'm sorry, that I know my signs to where I can't allow it, right? Like lately I want to come home. I don't want to cook. I don't want to clean. I don't want to do anything. I just want to come home and play my video game because it takes my mind off of work, school, the stress, whatever, right? But I can't allow myself to do that every day because I do have responsibilities as an adult. I do have kids that depend on me. I do have responsibilities and things I need to accomplish and goals I've set.
Yeah.
So in a sense for me, yes, it does help, but there is a fine line for myself to where I know my signs of I'm going down.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm about to start asking those questions next segment.
Yeah, so I was like, I'm sorry if I jumped ahead a little bit, but you asked.
Yeah.
So.
Well, what's a game that gave you peace when your real life did not?
All of them.
All of them?
All of them.
Nothing specific?
No. It doesn't matter necessarily the game for me. Like, I've been on Baldur's Gate grinding, right? But the other day we played Apex, right?
Mm-hmm.
Baldur's Gate, Apex, Bloodborne, it doesn't matter for me as long as it's something that I enjoy and it just autopilots my brain.
Yeah.
You know?
What about you, Miss Azalea?
I think the same.
Cool.
Doesn't really matter to me what I play.
Yeah.
I'm just playing to just like forget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys played games sometimes just to feel okay, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes I play mobile games too.
Yeah.
Just to take like a mental break, an emotional break from life.
Yeah. So I wanted to talk about anxiety, depression, and an escape. Is it harmful or helpful? So there is a fine line, as Geisha mentioned, that helps escapism and running away from everything. It could be helpful in moderation. Games like Journey or Gris, they help the players process emotion through visual storytelling. I do recall Vic, who he said he's doing a mental health episode, which is funny that we're doing it at the same time. But he said his isn't on mental health; it's more so health. He's doing one on Tourette syndrome or something like that. Yeah, but he mentioned a game. What is it called? Strange Life or Life is Strange?
Life is strange.
Yeah, he was saying that that's a crazy game to mess with your emotions. But what makes escapism healthy versus numbing? Do you guys think?
I don't think either of them are good, but I think escapism is better because it doesn't mean that I am dull to what I'm feeling. I'm just, for the moment, I need that to be on the back burner.
Yeah.
Instead of everything else. Because, sometimes, like, after work, it's been a long day, and I just get home, and unfortunately, Deshaun, but I'm just, like, on my phone watching TikToks or shorts on YouTube.
You're just
for,
trying
like,
to decompress.
Yeah, for, like, hours, I feel like, and I'm like, ooh, I need to get out of this.
Babe, so games.
Yep.
Like depression. Oh, well, depression often makes it hard to start games, you know, even ones you love. Like, for example, players with depression report replaying old games, such as, you playing Baldur's Gate over and over, or not Baldur's Gate, Bloodborne over. They say that replaying old games helps because starting a new one feels overwhelming. Do you think comfort gaming helps you restart mentally?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think
Is that why you play the same games over and over, or is it just you just like that game?
I don't know. Now that I think about it, maybe it is a sort of like a unbeknownst comfort gaming to me.
Yeah.
My mental health status. Now that you say something, but what was I gonna say? I was gonna say. So, I've been to therapy a bunch of times, right? But I remember my therapist once told me like, um, you know how people say your home is your sacred space, right? It's your safe space. You clean it to how you like, you decorate it how you like, you improve it how you like. And at the end of the day, or when something goes wrong, when you're stressed, when you're emotional, your first instinct is I want to go home, right? Because home is where you feel safe. And my therapist once told me you have to look at your emotional health and your mind the same exact way, right? So you have to take care of your mind and your emotional health, and you have to maintenance it and clean it up, and maybe sometimes to help your mental health and to help your mind is to take a break, because let's say you're at work, right? And you want to take a break, you want to go home. You're out a long day, you're using up your energy, you're out for a run. At the end of the day, you want to go home. And she said you should look at your mind the same exact way. Your mind is your home, it's your safe space, and you need to do, within limits, what you need to do to maintenance it and take care of it. And for me, it's, comfort gaming. It's gaming. However, like I said, I know my limits. I know my limits. I know my own personal signs from going through therapy so many times, to where I can say, hey, you know what? Like, I can't let myself just come home and play and take a detour from life and just ignore life.
Yeah.
Get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
I don't remember the question. I don't know.
Yeah, you didn't, but it's good. No, it was like, does it help you restart mentally?
It kind of does.
Yeah.
It kind of restarts me mentally for the day, but at the same time, retort question. What happens on those days where you come home and you play video games, right? And you reset your mind, but then you lie in bed and you can't sleep because your mind is just going and going and going and going and going again.
I don't know.
What do
I fall asleep pretty quick. So.
I know.
You have been. Lately.
I have been because I've been so freaking tired lately. But I remember one day I slept for like an hour and then I was just up for like the rest of the night, just stressing.
Yeah, I mean,
I was so exhausted the next day. I don't know. What do you do?
I don't know.
What do you guys do? Do you get back up and game some more?
I think I would just lay there and sit down and play on my phone.
That's what I did.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Sorry. Heads up, guys. This is going to be a deep conversation here.
Yeah. So games can interrupt harmful thought processes. Playing puzzle games like Tetris has shown to reduce intrusive thoughts in some PTSD studies. Do you think distractions can be therapeutic, such as games? You don't have to go in deep.
I feel like I was going to say, I feel like I just answered that.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Well, I'm asking Miss Asley right now. Or have you ever used gaming to get out of your own head?
Is that not why most people game?
I don't know. Most of the time I game because I want to just destroy some nerds.
Just shit on some kids.
Yeah, on some Apex. Yes.
Mine is.
Even though we haven't been lately.
Yeah, we get murdered.
Yeah, I use it as a distraction.
What's your go-to comfort game when you're, just want to get out?
Right now, nothing. I don't play a lot of games right now.
School.
I just got work and school.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're busy.
I got a lot of things, not a lot of time.
Yeah. What about you, Geisha? Don't say Baldur's Gate because you just stress when you play that game because you die every time.
Man, I've wiped so many goddamn time on Baldur's Gate. It's fucking ridiculous. I'm so tired of it. I might take a break and just play some Apex lately. I'm always going to go back to my go-tos, like Bloodborne. Yeah.
Okay.
Bloodborne.
Yeah.
I will admit, though, like, when I'm playing Baldur's Gate, I'm nice and chill. But then, like, Apex, I'm like, your mom's up.
Yeah.
I'm calling people names.
That's a good segue because I was going to talk about, when you're playing games, you're alone, but not in a sense because you're playing online sometimes, you have, like, communities or your little squad, like in Apex or something, or I used to play WoW a lot and had like a ton of people I would talk to. If you played Destiny, I'm sure you had like people that you linked up for your fire team, your fire squads, or whatever. Let me ask you guys a question, and Gage is not gonna agree with me, but I think like online friendships feel deeper than real life ones sometimes. What do you guys feel about that? That's my opinion. I think sometimes online friendships feel a lot deeper than real life ones, and I think it's because when I play, I'm on the computer a lot, and I play with like a lot of people over and over and over. So it's basically me seeing them every day. I mean, the only people that we've lately seen was family, so I don't really see any other person outside of that. Do you guys think that or agree with online connections feel deeper sometimes? Or like gaming, not like those weird connections, you know what I'm talking about? But yeah.
Maybe for some people.
Yeah.
I don't have friends, so I can't relate at all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't have friends either.
In person or over the internet, so I don't know. But I think you can. I think online friends kind of are nice because they're not involved in like your everyday BS. So
It's just like you're gaming.
So they can kind of just like give you a fresh experience in your crummy day.
Yeah. What about you, Miss Madame?
I don't think I've ever said that online relationships weren't as in depth as real life friendships.
I do recall you saying some things to me like back in the day, like they're not your friends.
Yeah, because I'm sorry. Should we go into this? You have
No.
a bad habit of doing something that makes me mad, and I tell you, and then you're like, "Don't embarrass me in front of my friends." Well, excuse me, sir.
Yeah, you're right. My bad. Let's not go
Okay.
down that
Well,
one.
I won't say your dirty laundry, but what was I gonna say? Well, I still have friends that I communicate with from time to time that I've played with before.
Oh yeah, who the
Yeah.
fuck are these people that you're talking to?
I told you. I have Aztec on Instagram, and we played Crom, like freaking
What is that?
Kingdoms of Middle Earth, like
okay. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember you showed me and I
7 years ago. I mean, we still communicate and we're still like friends. I would consider him a friend, but I still have. I'm trying to think. Like, I think that's the only friend that I've kept in contact with through gaming, to be honest. But I do think that I don't know. It's a hit or miss when you're trying to make online friends, because some online people are like, what is that? Keyboard warriors or keyboard
White Knights.
Yeah, and that are not necessarily white knights, but are like trolls. Like you're an internet troll hiding behind a keyboard.
Oh, okay.
But then you do get some really nice people who are like, yeah, like I suck at Apex, you suck at Apex, but let's be friends and let's, not kill anybody in Apex together.
Yeah.
Type of situation. So I guess it all just kind of depends, really.
Yeah. What's the most supportive online space that you guys have been a part of?
None of them. Nothing.
Yeah, I got nothing either.
Yeah.
The internet's a pretty toxic place.
I would say like
honestly.
my WoW guild was pretty cool.
Yeah, your WoW guild
I
is
think
pretty
gaming
nice.
communities can be nice.
Yeah, any sort of online community. Yeah.
Not Apex.
Not Apex at all.
Not
No.
Apex at all.
Yeah,
Not any first-person shooter community is going to be nice.
Yeah, they're pretty toxic.
They are very toxic.
Okay, let's talk about some comfort games that we go back to, the ones that we don't care if we win or lose. Comfort games can, reduce, was it cognitive overload or load? I don't know why I put this down, but it was Mario Kart, and we all know that game is very stressful and competitive. So I don't know why
that's for
in
family, though.
Yeah.
Like family and friends.
Yeah.
It's not like internet people.
Yeah, like Minecraft, Stardew, Diablo for me. Like I'll just go down the dungeons and murder things, and that's all I do. Just listen to music and play. What do you guys think we replay these? Is it really just to shut our brains off sometimes and just chill?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think so.
Mhm.
I think 24/7 about my work, and I'm like, I just need a break.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What's your guys' go-to game, you think?
Babe, I think you already asked this.
Did I?
Yes. I said Bloodborne, as said
Stardew.
Stardew.
Oh, maybe I
She can
did.
autopilot.
My
on
brain's
Stardew.
not braining. Sorry. Okay, whatever. So I think that games, like I said earlier about punishment or like hard games, they encourage healing in a way. Was it there's a game called Spiritfarer? I heard about this and I seen people play it, and I guess it's supposed to be very emotional if you're going through some stuff. And I was watching this person, and she was like, if you're really healing and you're going through some stuff, you probably shouldn't play this game because it's deep and the ending's like crazy. I was watching this lady. She did like a live reaction of her beating the game, and she was going through some stuff. She was crying.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
And I
She
was like,
crying.
what the heck? And she was like saying people, it helps a lot, but it's like, it's one of those roller coaster type help games. I don't know. I guess since
I would never play a game to cry.
no, I don't think they knew that though. I don't think she
Yeah.
knew. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of games that are emotional though, like the Walking Dead game. I seen some stuff on there, and I was like, oh my god. Yeah, I don't know. Do you guys think everybody in that plays games should at least have one comfort game in their library?
I'm sure everyone does.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody does.
Yeah.
I'm sure everybody has that one game that they can just fall back on that they absolutely love, that they play at least once a year, every year type of situation.
Yeah. So games that have saved us. Sometimes it's more comfort. Sometimes a game actually gets through a season of life where nothing else worked. So games that give purpose when motivation is gone. There's certain games that I would play because, like I just said, like I would play Mass Effect because it's just like, man, or Skyrim, just like RPG games where you're just grinding. Kingdom of Amular. I remember when I put so many time or like so much hours in that game, dude.
Yeah.
Like I would just play that game, and then I got deleted. But yeah, do you guys think games with like character progression is like a internal sense of you progressing when you're playing this character? Are you playing them to like make them like you and what you would want to do?
I don't play them to make them like me. I just like the satisfaction of like building a character that can do it.
Yeah.
Are you a type of person that likes to look cool or be strong?
Be strong. I don't care. I'll put the goofiest shit on. But as long as it gives me higher armor, then I'm cool with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the Harry Potter game.
I know, they're so
I got
goofy.
the goofy hat.
Oh my god.
I always change what they look like.
Oh yeah, I
All
just
the
wear
time.
it because I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm okay with this.
It's hard to look cool in that game
Yeah.
until like the very end.
Yeah.
You didn't let me answer.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, please,
No, I
please.
forgot the question.
It was is progression a way of feeling yourself progress again? Is it like a way of making you? I don't know. I don't know how to explain it that way.
No.
Do you?
I don't. So for me, right?
Mm-hmm.
For me,
You're just a logical person. You don't
I
really
know,
go
I'm so
too deep into
logical
gaming like
and I'm always logical first and emotional second. For me, it's more of like, how should I say this? Like, there's a lot of things in life right now that I can't control, right? I can't control what other people are saying or doing or how it affects me, how it affects my family, how it affects my mental health. Unfortunately, a lot of my stress is coming from outside things or entities or people. So when I play a game, I think it's helpful because it's like I know what my goal is, right? Bloodborne. I know I got to kill some zombies. I know I got to make it to the end. Apex. I know I got to shoot this person and try not to die. In a game, you know exactly what you need to do. Even if it's a game you've played for the first time, like I was thinking like Elden Ring, right? Playing it for this first time, I know where I left off. I know what my goal is. I know how to get there. I just need to get there. And I think for me, it's that sense of like, I have no real control in my real life, but in my gamer life, I know my goal. I know what I need to do. I know what is expected of myself in my game.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like this balance for me, right?
Yeah.
Like my outside world is chaotic and chaos, but I can be a nerd and play a video game and find some sort of comfort in knowing I have some level of control in something.
Mm-hmm.
Does that answer your question?
You know, it's so funny. I just thought about this while you were talking, but there's this like leadership class that my work makes us do, and it's one of the core concepts was let them, let me. And I hate that because I'm a very, like, I'm a controlling person.
Mm-hmm.
So that thought pisses me off. And then I was thinking about it because I was like, maybe I play games where I can, like, kill things because I can't kill people in real life.
I can't shoot anybody in
When
real
I
life.
get
I'm gonna
mad in
shoot
real life,
people.
I have to just suck it up. But in the game, when I get mad, I can just kill them.
Yeah. I feel like that's me in Apex, right? In Apex, I let my emotions fly, and I'm like, your mother is a, you know.
Yeah, you be saying some wild stuff sometimes.
I just go off, and I'm just like, I hate you.
Yeah. Question. Do you guys have, like, okay, you guys aren't as big of gamers as me, but do you guys have, like, a routine? Is gaming part of that routine for your mental health sometimes, or no? Or you just play it when you just want to play it?
I would love it to be part of my daily routine, but I do not have enough hours in the day to make it part of my routine.
Yeah.
We
I
don't all
wish
get
I
to
did.
Work from home.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. This is a genuine question. Genuine question. Has a game ever helped you survive something dark? I can honestly say, yeah, for me.
For you?
Yeah. Like like when I was going through some stuff, living on my own, I'd play a lot of stuff. Like Apex. I don't know why I'm saying Apex saved my life, but I mean I played it a lot to keep my mind out of a dark place. World of Warcraft I played a lot, like when I was younger, and I still play it every now and then. That game helped me. I think WoW was like one of the games where you're grinding to be great. Back in the day though, it was more fun because you actually had to look for groups. You would have to type like looking for party or looking for group, and you would actually have to interact with people. Nowadays, you just press a button to queue up for a dungeon, and you just join the dungeon. It's not that great, in my opinion, and it's too hard to like even get into other dungeons without knowing people. So it's even worse now. But yeah, I mean, I know it's weird to say, but I mean, games have saved my life. Yes, they have. Yeah. What about you guys? Probably not that deep, I'm sure.
Well, in my last relationship, that's probably why I played Stardew so much. Because
Yeah.
it was just an avoidance tactic of mine. If I played my game, then I didn't have to talk to them.
Thank you for your honesty.
Yeah, thank you. What about you, Keisha?
No.
Awesome.
You have to think like I'm very
Yeah.
alpha female A-type personality, whereas like, no, I did it myself. Nothing got me through but myself. So my answer is no, nothing helped me
I don't
through it.
need
But there
video
probably
games.
was some sort of like, I play this video game to take my mind off of things, to reset my mind, and then afterwards I'm like, yeah, I'm a bad biznatchy and I'm gonna get shit done.
I
Yeah.
did that by myself.
Yeah. This is I don't think this is really, I guess in a sense it's kind of like a mental thing. Did you guys ever have goals in games where like in Diablo you could beat a dungeon and you get to like level up some stuff and get loot or whatever. Witcher 3, like when I did stuff on there, it was insane when I beat like a quest and you got the romance tris. You know what I'm saying? You got a goal.
Romance.
Yeah. Like, yeah, do you guys ever play a game where it's like, man, winning does feel good sometimes? I mean, I feel like winning feels good all the time, especially in Apex when you're shitting on some little kids. Right, babe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your mom's a
Yeah, your mom's a hoe.
I didn't say it.
No, you have said it.
I know, but I didn't say it now.
And then you always be like, bitch.
I know.
Every time you shoot somebody, you're like, bitch.
No, because every time somebody tries to like shoot me and kill me, but I kill them in return, I'm like, bitch.
And she always says the same shit, too. Like, especially if they're running the same gun. She's like, who plays with a fucking Devo?
Because the Devo is so bad.
fucking bitch.
Fucking Devos.
Yeah, it's so funny. Yeah.
But to answer your question,
Did you get a dopamine rush?
I do.
Yeah. Just fuck you, kid.
For me, it's the platinum. Like I got 100% the game
You're a
because
trophy hunter.
yes, I got 100% the game, and to me, I'm not gonna lie, when I do 100% it, I'm like, yeah, I'm a better gamer than you because I grinded this and I 100% it. Did you 100% it? I don't think so.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
I mean, I still haven't 100% Baldur's Gate 3. I just have one more thing to do, and I just don't want to do it.
I'm close. Is it the one where you have to respect in every class without going to withers?
I already got that.
Oh, you got that one?
Yeah, it was
Oh, the throw one. You
yeah,
need
you
to
have
use a party member to kill somebody
else.
else.
To throw a party member at somebody to
That's
kill
super
them.
easy. You just
Yeah,
do
I'm
it like in
just-
the goblin camp.
Yeah, I'm just lazy. I want to just demolish them with the strongest attack, no matter who it is.
Just get your 3 companions, go to the goblin fight, and just throw them until you kill somebody.
Yeah.
They only have like 16 health. And you don't even need to do it in honor mode. You can do it in the easiest mode.
Yeah. What about you?
What was the question? I got distracted. I was
Oh, it's
listening
fine.
to
I'll
it.
just move to a different
Okay.
question. Do you think like winning? I mean, obviously, I don't think this, but some people may use this as a thing to help them progress in their life or motivation. Do you think winning like games? Actually, never mind. I do agree with this. Do you think gaming wins carry over into real life motivation sometimes?
No,
No?
not for me.
It
I'm
just
not
gives
going
me
to,
a high.
Yeah, it gives you like a little like when me and
Sit
Geisha
down.
do good, when me and Geisha do good in Apex and we start crushing people, I feel like our relationship is a little
It's
better
so
after
strong right now.
Yeah, like I feel like it's really good afterwards. But if we're getting shitted on and we're doing bad, I just start talking shit and I'm like, she gets really mad at me for talking shit and she's like, "You're bringing my shit down, bringing my mental down, blah blah." blah.
Bringing my mood down.
Yeah,
Yeah, all he
bringing my-
does is complain and talk shit.
Yeah, but when we're popping off, dude, we're fucking the greatest couple in the world.
We're both saying your mom's a hoe.
Yeah.
Teabagging some kid.
Yeah. So I think it helps a little bit my motivation of doing good. I'm like, yo, I gotta win today so she's happier and she plays with me. Yeah.
I gotta make her proud, guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
You didn't let me answer the question.
You said no.
Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't get to explain why.
Well, I don't want to hear your explanation about why.
Just no.
No. Okay.
Moving on.
Yeah. So there's certain have you ever played Genshin Impact, guys?
Mm-mm.
You've
I
never
haven't.
played those type of games?
Mm-mm.
Like Star Rail or anything?
I know.
You know what I'm talking about though?
Yeah.
The little okay. Never mind that. I was gonna say I was gonna bring up a fact that like those games are very reward based. Like to do things like you do a dungeon and then you have to keep grinding it to get certain items to level up. And there's like daily logins and stuff. I was gonna say, do you think that type of style is helpful or addictive?
Both.
Yeah, I think in my opinion, addictive.
I think it's addictive.
I think it needs to be both for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Nice.
I
I mean,
think it's a-
obviously all games can become addictive, but
Yeah.
I think they do help some people.
Yeah.
I think they can help, but there's a certain point where you have to reel it back because
Mm.
just the motion of like reward based encouragement
Mm-hmm.
is not great mentally.
Yeah.
You know?
If you have one, what's a small gaming win that made a big difference in your day? I already explained that if I win in Apex and Geisha's with me, it's a great day. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. What about you guys? What about you when you beat Radon?
Oh yeah.
That was great.
Or no.
You should have recorded that. You died like
No,
you
it
played
wasn't
for, like-
Radon.
it
It
was
was
Radon.
No, it was
No.
Placidusix.
no.
No, it was
no,
Placidusix.
Bebe, it was Radon because you died like I said you should have streamed it. You played him for like 8 hours. Couldn't
That was
beat him.
Placidusix.
Babe, it was Radon, the
No,
guy
it
that comes
wasn't.
out of the sky and runs
No,
you.
it
Yes,
wasn't.
it was.
No, it wasn't. I beat Radon so much quicker because I ran away.
No,
Because I would just run away.
Yeah,
And then I
after
would
you
just
realized-
do the purple spell with the
The-
meteors.
No.
Yes.
No, you rotted him. I remember.
Oh yeah, I did rot him.
Yeah, and you died so many times trying to run
Yes.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there. I seen it. I
But you
seen
know what
the
I did?
decline in
You
your
know-
mental health.
You know what I did excellent though?
Tell me.
Melania. I got her in like 3 times.
Oh yeah, I died to her like
Melania was so easy.
I don't know, almost 100 times.
Yeah. I think okay, hold on. Melania was easy for me because Melania is aggressive, right? Which is more of like Bloodborne style. Radon was harder because you had to do that you had to give it space.
Yeah.
Like you had to like play position and not be so aggressive. More of like Demon Souls type gameplay. And I think that's what the difference was, right? With Dawn was hard for me because I'm more aggressive. Like, I want to be next to you and slash, dodge,
Yeah.
slash. And that's why Melania was so easy for me.
Yeah. Did you ever beat a person or a thing that made you feel like, yeah, I'm pretty great? As?
Oh. Yeah, at the end of the Reckoning.
I never beat the game.
I was pretty proud of myself. I died like 6 times before I could win.
Was it pretty hard?
No, it's not hard. There's just like
You're not a intense gamer though.
Yeah.
You're like a happy-go-lucky person, I think.
yeah. Well, it was hard because there was like QTEs that you had to hit.
Oh.
And then there was
Would
a
they
lot of-
change
there was a
every
lot of
time?
Is there
dodging,
QTEs
yeah.
in that game?
At the end for
Oh.
the boss fight?
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of like you gotta move because it uses like these statues and it was. But I beat it finally, and I was just like, there can be only one.
Oh yeah, didn't you say that mom heard you or something?
Yeah. I was in the room with Mom.
Yeah.
Side note, real quick. I feel like we are a good mix for a gaming podcast because you have Az, which is like a casual gamer, then you have me, like in the middle, and then you have Black Label, like an extreme gamer.
Yeah, I'm.
Yeah.
Like we all have our levels, right?
I know. I feel bad when I talk to people, and I try to explain to them like, they're like, "What do you do for work?" I'm like, "Oh, I work in IT. You know, I'm a system administrator. I, do all this stuff, but I work from home. So like on breaks or stuff, or whenever it's slow, you could do certain things that other people can't." And they're like, "Yeah, I just feel bad because they're like, what do you mean you beat this game in 3 days, 4 days? Like Avowed. Have you seen Avowed yet? Yeah, I beat that game in like 3 days.
Yeah.
Because all he did was grind it.
And I just beat Expedition 33 in like 2 days, 3
Yeah.
days. That game, honestly, man, that fucking game, that's emotional game. It, like, from the very beginning, I'm not gonna spoil it for people. Well, the fucking very beginning, that's when you start out the game, and there's like a scene where like, and this isn't a
Spoiler.
this isn't a spoiler because it's the first you start the game.
And it's just emotional. Just say that.
Yeah, and it's emotional. Okay,
Yeah.
whatever.
You start the game, minute 1, emotional. Tears, crying, not joy.
And it's like an hour movie type thing in the very beginning, and you're like, fuck, that's crazy. And it progresses. It doesn't get better. It just, throughout the whole fucking game, it's crazy. And I was like at the end, and I beat the game, and there's 2 different endings, and like the one that I thought was the right decision made me feel empty. Like it really makes you feel like this isn't right. This shouldn't be the decision I made. And then the other decision where it's like, man, you really don't want to do this, but it's more closure after it. Yeah, it's a crazy game. Yeah, that game might be game of the year. I don't know where it came from. Expedition 33, game of the year for sure. Like really good. Yeah, 30 French people. Man, who would have thought? Amazing game.
French.
Yeah, it was an amazing game.
That's nice.
I know. Vic was like, "Is this a French game?" I was like, "Bro, it's the Eiffel Tower right here." Like,
Yeah, his name is like super French.
Gustave.
Yeah.
Gustave. Maël. Yeah. The Asian chick on there though, man, she a baddie. You know.
Okay, moving along.
Sometimes
Moving
I
along.
think-
Sorry, this isn't mental
Moving
health.
along.
I'll be doing my job, and I'm like, man, I wish I could be like Black Label, just sitting at my desk all day.
Yeah.
I know. Every day I'm like, bye.
I spent a 12-hour day on Friday just moving stones.
Yeah, and I'm just.
This is why I don't get to game all
Typing.
the time, because I spend too much time at work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
Sorry, guys.
Same.
It's okay. I got a 12-hour day, and then I got a 2-hour drive commute.
Yeah.
It's the
That
worst.
sucks.
Let's talk about certain games that portray mental health. Have you seen a game that is like it's like a mental health based game?
I feel like there's a lot of them, but I've
There
never
is.
played them.
Sega was the one girl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one. I heard people say that was.
Oh,
really
is that
good.
the Norse one?
Yeah.
Norse one.
There's a Celeste, which explores anxiety and self doubts as mechanics.
Oh. I think Indico with the nun. I think that
Oh,
one was also
yeah,
like
yeah.
mental.
And there's a lot of scary games that are actually like mental health type games where like a person dies and then you find out their
Silent
background.
Hill.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Silent Hill.
Hill.
It's
The
one giant
original
mental.
Silent Hill.
A
One
lot
giant
of
mental.
Japanese games that like Cub Scouts played are like really. Some of them are insane. Where like, um, yeah, you figure out like, oh, the victim was actually murdered by such and such person, and this is the story and why they're haunting you and they're crazy. Yeah.
I think developers do a good job about stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yo,
Just
indie
making
games are
shit
coming up, man. I think
games.
AAA games are gonna go down. There's so many small companies that are just dominating right now. Follow up, guys. Is horror the right genre to explore mental illness, or does it hurt you more than it helps?
Say that again?
That's a toughie.
I wasn't paying attention.
Does horror, the genre, explore mental illness, or does it bring more harm than help?
For me, I love fucking horror.
Yeah, that horror.
I can't say it correctly. I love thriller type games, horror games.
But does it help?
Let me talk first.
She's gotta
I'm
get into it.
getting
Oh,
there.
okay,
She's
you're building
cooking.
up. You're building.
I'm
She's
building
cooking.
it. I'm
She's
building
cooking.
it.
Cooking it up. Cooking
I
it up.
love all of them because it gives me this type of, how should I say this? Like, what am I trying to say? I feel like if in a horror game, right, I'm playing somebody, I'm controlling that person, and if I'm willing to chop a zombie's head off with like a rusty screwdriver I found on the floor, if there was ever a zombie apocalypse, I'm a chop a zombie's head off with this rusty screwdriver off the floor in real life.
You're a
Yeah.
psychopath. Right now. You looked when you looked kind of like near the camera. You're like dead
Yeah.
inside when you said it.
It's preparing
I'm
me.
gonna rip their head off
It's preparing me
with this
for
rusty screwdriver.
for-
With the screwdriver. Oh my God.
for any type of horror that
Yeah.
comes my way.
What about you, Az?
I think horror is able to delve into like your subconscious in a way that other games can't. I think there was a game, it's called Scorn, but it's like beautiful, but it's disgusting because it's like horror, so it's really scary. But you just like have to go through so much in that game, and it kind of just like it's like a hardship
Yeah.
that you have to struggle through in a game
Mhm.
that could relate to your real life at that moment.
Okay.
I think it does a good job.
Have you? I guess have you? Since you said that, have you played a game, or either one of you played a game where like the character's mental health felt real?
No.
Expedition 33 for me, like like a recent game. I mean, even V from Cyberpunk.
Give me a couple months and I can talk about games. I can't talk about games right now.
Yeah.
I don't got
I mean,
time.
what you played though.
I don't got time.
Yeah, I would say V from Cyberpunk. You felt that character's mental like the whole time, like shit's happening. Gustav and Mael in Expedition 33. Oh my god, that's a one. That's yeah. What about you, babe?
No.
Thanks.
I'm an emotionless robot, so
Okay, I appreciate that.
The games don't impact her as much.
Yeah, not
I
at
really
all.
don't.
Well, I was gonna ask a question. Where'd it go? I must have like skipped past it. Yeah, I guess I did skip past it.
Uh-oh.
Whatever. We'll talk about mindfulness and flow. The power of getting lost in a game. So getting into the flow state, such as Blue Lock anime. It could feel like a meditation. You know, many games are designed to make you feel like you are in the game. So, flow boosts, it's a thing. Flow boosts focus and calms the brain. Games like Tetris,
I love Tetris.
Hades, it like a roguelike game.
Mm-hmm.
They require really like it's a lot of focus and creating mental clarity type stuff because you have to, if you die, you start all over.
Yeah.
So, do you think heavy action heavy games I wouldn't say they're action heavy games, but do you think those games like that quiet your overthinking in a way?
I can speak on Tetris. Okay, so there's
You're bumping the camera so much.
Sorry. On Switch, Tetris 99.
Oh, I remember you used to play like versus 100 people. Or
Yeah,
something.
you go against 99 other people, and you just gotta concentrate. I love freaking Tetris. It does
I
like
just
take
remember you playing
concentration,
that.
and it's just like it helps my mind.
Yeah.
It settles it because I'm just concentrating on where I should put this block.
Yeah.
And if I mess up, how do I get out of it? And then when you get your stacks, you send those stacks to another player, and that puts them up and up and up and up.
Yeah.
I got pretty high. Like I got to like 12 once.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Some people are just
And it gets
insane.
faster and faster and faster. Like it's not just like the slow drop. It's like bloop 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 bloop, and I'm like, oh my
I
god.
watched you play, and I just seen people team up on you a lot.
I know.
Like, dang.
Bitches.
What about you? Oh, what about you? Have you ever played like a Vampire Survivor? It's like a little.
No.
It's a game that you could just download on your phone. It's like a little roguelike game. No.
You know what game I like to play?
Tell me.
Well, I used to play it. I haven't played it in a long time.
Tell me. I
but
would like to know.
Tell me.
It's
Tell
actually
us.
a board game too. We should play it. It's really fun because you can have 4 players. But it's called Blockus. It's kind of like Tetris. Not really. Kind of. It's like tile games.
Okay.
But your pieces have to touch each other at least by a corner, and then you'd like build. But then like someone could cut off your route. It's really fun.
Interesting.
I really.
I'd be
it's like a
pissed off.
strategy slash.
I'd be like, you really fucking want to do that, huh?
We always play games that are like pit somebody against each other, and Black Label hates it.
Well, because you lied to me all the fucking time, and you act like you don't. But then I
It's
find
just
out
in a
you really
game.
did lie to me.
It's just that one time. Okay.
No, it's happened like 3 or 4 times.
I can't.
It's happened
Be
3 times in
blamed.
one night.
I can't be blamed that I am a good villain.
Deception games are just not for you.
Yeah.
I get mad. I'm like, fuck you, man. You wanna do this shit? Okay. So, I was saying, with the flow state type games, they could block intrusive thoughts and stuff like that. They help ADHD people with anxiety, or not with anxiety, or anxiety, because it gives you kind of like a mental clarity, stillness type thing. Segue into what game gets you into the flow state the fastest? Do you guys know?
Tetris.
Tetris?
Yeah.
Stardew gets you in the flow state for sure. I'm betting. You're just.
I'm locked on. Like right when the title screen starts, I'm like, all right.
I'm
year
doing this
2
in
is
a
the
day.
goal. I'm trying to get everything done by year 2.
Wait, there's years in that game?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
There's
Yeah.
seasons. There's years.
There's seasons?
Yeah,
It's
all
like
4
spring,
seasons.
Summer, winter, fall.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that certain things can grow only in certain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
only in
that's
certain
too
seasons.
much work
There's
right
like
there.
certain events that happen in
Yeah.
certain
You got to mac up
seasons.
certain people so they'll dance with you.
Yeah.
Dude, that sounds mentally.
It's like a whole
hard.
nother life.
It's amazing.
That just sounds.
It's the most distracting game ever. and
That doesn't
it's
even
great.
seem good for your mental health. It's
Gotta
like, oh damn, I missed this season. I can't
Mm,
grow
absolutely
grapevines
not.
or something.
No.
If you're a veteran player like myself,
You got it. You know what's
you just
coming.
know what
You-
season
you-
growing.
You
Okay.
already know all the goals and all the people are going to ask you. You start hoarding them from the beginning.
Yeah.
Like,
Like
I-
I think gold, automatically stash it. You
Yeah.
don't sell that shit.
Nope, you
Okay.
stack it. Like, oh, I found this shell. You know what? Next season, Mac is going to ask me for this shell. I'm keeping
Yeah.
it.
It's part of the community center.
Yep.
Keeping it.
Yeah. I got to get 2. One
I'm
to put in
getting
the
it.
community center and one to keep.
I'm in the flow.
You're in the
alright?
flow. Okay.
I'm in the flow.
As long as you're in the flow. So let's be honest again, guys. Gaming is not always the solution. Geisha brought this up. Sometimes it adds to the problem, as I brought it up about
Yep.
Apex. I'm not gonna air out my dirty laundry, but I remember me and Geisha had some issues because I had a bad temper with Apex. So with that, overgaming can worsen depression, I think. Sometimes in general in real life with kids, you don't see it. They start skipping meals, asking if they could skip meals. Messes up their sleep, social contact. They don't even talk to you sometimes. And I feel like gaming in that sense, it can backfire and it can do some really bad harm if you're not managing it or you're not old enough to do certain things, you know? What do you think the line between helpful and harmful when it comes to like overstimulation and burning out?
Where the line draws for like people?
Yeah, where would you draw the line between helpful and harmful? Like when you see somebody start doing certain things. You know what I mean?
I think it depends on your relationship with them.
Or just or in yeah. Okay.
Because if I saw like one of my coworkers going through it, I'd be like, hey, you want to talk about some stuff?
Yeah.
And if they say no, then I'm not gonna push it. But if it's like a family member, I'm gonna be like, hey, I need you to sit down and we're gonna talk about this.
It's the intervention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it just depends, I think, on your level of familiarity with them.
What about you,
That's
Geisha?
what I said.
It's cold.
He said it's hot.
It's freaking cold. So for me, like I said, I've been through therapy like 3-4 times, and I know my signs, right? So that's helpful for me. I know my signs that when I'm like sinking into a depression, when I'm spiraling, when I'm losing control, I know my signs and I recognize my signs. And like I said, one of my signs is like I don't want to do anything. Like I work because I have to, I need the money, but then I come home and I either want to go straight to bed and not do anything, or I want to play a video game and not do anything. I don't want to take care of the house. I don't want to cook. I don't want to clean. I don't want to talk to anybody. So those are my signs, right? As far as helpfulness, I think that is very, very huge, of knowing your signs and knowing what to look out for in yourself. And then for children, because we do have children, you know, and all our children are gamers, I just think a good balance.
Yeah.
You know, like we let our kids play three days a week on their electronics after school. They can take a break for 2 days, you know. And then like outside activities, doing sports, volleyball, martial arts type of situation. Just a good balance for kids is ideal, right? Like they can't just sit in a house and play video games and not make those human interactions and human connections.
Kids can't self-regulate by
lot,
themselves
yeah.
a lot. So
their frontal lobes.
yeah, for kids you really need to step in. But for adults, I'm gonna kind of leave you on your own.
Yeah.
Because it's like I'm gonna I respect that you're an adult, and I'm gonna hope that you know how to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. So gaming can be overstimulating, such as Apex Legends, Call of Duty type stuff, where you're just like, fucking hate this game.
Yes.
Yeah. Have you guys ever got burnt out from gaming? Like I have with
From
Apex.
certain games,
like Apex, I would stop playing Apex for like months.
For
With
certain
WoW, I
games,
got
yes.
burnt out, and it was kind of like I was at the point where you can only do so much. Like there's nothing else to do now. I already beat this. Have you guys ever been burnt out on a game, and what game was it?
Yes. Apex.
Apex. Stardew.
No,
No, she's
I got burnt. Like contrary to like everyone loves Animal Crossing. I just get tired of it. Real
it's
fast.
so repetitive.
Yeah,
It's so repetitive.
Like Stardew is hella repetitive, but like Animal Crossing just does not do it for me.
Yeah.
I just
It
don't know
doesn't
what
seem
it
like
is.
it doesn't seem like there's a lot to do.
There's
in that,
not. You're
There's
just
not.
kind of like traveling to other islands, like fixing up your island, and then just like
and then that's it.
fishing and stuff. Yeah, there's nothing. There's no real like goals.
Yeah, and
I think.
Yeah, and there comes a point in an Animal Crossing day where you have nothing to do, and you just have to stop and wait till the next day.
But you cheated a lot.
I did cheat. I was like, let me go to settings. It's the next day.
Yeah, she was.
It's the next day. It's the next day.
Yeah, I got burnt out of that game
Yeah.
real fast.
Okay.
Yeah.
I tried to get on the train, but I couldn't.
Same.
Okay, I wanted to talk about this. Sometimes we don't play games. Sometimes we like to watch people play games, and that can help a lot too. So no matter what the passive gaming is, still like when you're watching it, it still like triggers a emotion or reaction. Like Let's Play. I don't know if they still call it Let's Play. I know Jacksepticeye used to call it Let's Play, or Markiplier used to call them Let's Play, where they just play a game, and they just beat the game. Is there a reason why we watch that? Do you guys think? Do you think there's is it more relaxing to watch somebody else play the game and you don't have to like stress to fight this boss? You know what I mean?
I only watch Let's Plays on games I know I'm not going to play because I
Yeah.
want to know the story.
Yeah.
Like I'm all about the story, right? I want to know the story, what happens, what's the ending, but I'm never going to play it, so I'll watch somebody else play it. If it's a game I want to play, I will not watch it
Yeah, yeah.
because I want to experience it myself.
Yeah. I respect that.
That's fair.
Yeah. I'm just gonna skip to like the final two segments. We've been actually I didn't assume that we were gonna talk about like this stuff this deep, but Geisha's actually contributing again.
Oh my
So it's a
God.
good episode.
Look, I'm a very logical person, but I can be deep
She
sometimes.
has emotions.
I
but
do.
She is cooking, is what the
Yeah.
young kids say
She
nowadays.
has
I don't
emotions. She
understand
wants
what
to
that means.
She wants to talk about it.
You're cooking?
Yeah. What does that mean?
Can
You're
you?
like making a masterpiece.
Yeah, you're over here
Oh.
just fucking
That's
stirring.
how I take it. I'm sure young kids these days can tell you a better definition for it, but
Yaya,
Okay.
when me and Yaya were playing last night against it was me and Yaya versus Eric and his friend Sam
Mm-hmm.
playing cornhole.
Mm-hmm.
We won, obviously. But Yaya was like, Eric threw like really good, like he had a good round, and then Yaya was like, "Dad, we're cooked," and I was like, "What are you
Cooked is
eating?
bad.
What does that
What
even
does that
mean?
mean?
What are you talking about?"
cooking
Yeah.
is like you're about to make something great, and cooked is like
You're overcooked.
You're overcooked.
Yeah.
You're done for.
You're done. Yeah, and I was just like, "What the hell?" Yeah, I just wanted to
We're
share that.
cooked. I love that.
So we're going to talk about that. We're actually going to go straight to the last segment. So our personal XP, what gaming has taught ourselves or taught us about ourselves. So I want to get personal when we wrap it up. Like, for instance, games taught us emotional resilience. Losing in Elden Ring drove me crazy, but I was strong. And what was it? And I learned, oh, no, no, no. What song is that?
What?
Yeah, and I'm thinking of a song. What is it? Where it was like on
You mean the "We Are Strong" song?
I don't know.
Heartache to heartache we stand.
No, it was
No promises.
it was on
no
The Replacements
demands.
with Keanu Reeves as a quarterback, and it had that funny dude. I forgot his name, and he starts singing, and they're like bonding.
We Are the Titans.
No, motherfucker, it's not the We Are the Titans. That's not what I said. Anyways,
Was Keanu Reeves in that movie?
The Replacements.
No, We Are the Titans.
Oh no.
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 My mind went to football.
No. So it was like losing at Elden Ring made me crazy, but when I beat a boss, I was like, yeah. Cuphead was insane. I watched people play that. I would never play
Cuphead
that.
was crazy.
I would never play that game. So are games secretly emotional strength training? Do you guys think it's like, yeah, I'm getting nobody's gonna hurt me after this fight?
No.
No?
I don't think so. I think people, especially when you're starting out gaming so young, that it just doesn't. It's not good for your emotional state.
Yeah.
I think it just kind of perpetuates really bad habits.
What about you, babe?
I'm so sorry. Can you repeat the question?
Yeah. Do you think games are secretly emotional strength training?
Oh, I don't know. That's an interesting
Wait,
question.
it's an interesting way of looking at it.
It is an interesting way of looking at it, to be honest.
Okay.
When you first kind of like asked the question if we learned anything, or I don't know, for some reason my mind went to like, I'm a perfectionist. It showed me that I'm a perfectionist and I need to 100% everything, right?
Yeah.
But did it make me a perfectionist? I
Well,
don't think so.
well,
I don't know.
it's funny that you say that because
I
I'm
don't
going to
know.
ask a question now.
Mm-hmm.
Does how you play say something about who you are, or the way you look or carry yourself
I think so.
show how the type of person or what you play? You think so?
In Apex, I
I-
think yes.
Yeah.
You're very aggressive in Apex, and I'm not.
Do you think I'm an aggressive person in real life?
No, but that's the thing. That's where I was like, maybe sometimes, maybe not. I don't know. But in real life, you're not an aggressive person. But in real life, I am a laid back person. I'm not aggressive in real life.
I think I am aggressive actually. Because
Yeah.
remember, I was explaining that story about golf when I always like to try to fight people who steal my ball,
Yeah,
and I always be popping
That's
off
true.
and saying some shit.
that's true.
We were all gonna go talk to them, but Dad told us not to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
no, I drove by them though with Sean.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, he never told you. Yeah, we were driving by, and I drove up, and
Do
he's
your
like,
hand like you told the story yesterday. You're like,
"Oh yeah," I was like in the cart, the golf cart, and I was just driving it, and I whipped on him. I was like, "Arr," and I pulled over because it was a long drive contest, and I'm trying to win that shit, and I smashed the ball. Like everybody knew I smoked it, and then I'm like, "Where the fuck is it? It should be right here in the center of the fucking fairway." And it was not there. So I pull up on these guys, and I'm like,
do
"Hey,"
the hand.
I was
the
like,
hand.
"Skirt," and I was like, "Hey, you fucking touched my ball? Did you pick my fucking ball up?" And Sean was like, "Are we doing this?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fucking doing this." I was like, "You guys touched." And it was like 4 dudes. I don't know. I get very
You can
offensive.
Be aggressive.
Yeah,
You know.
maybe I have an anger problem, but don't touch my fucking golf ball, especially if it's in the fairway.
I think it's a
Yeah.
respect thing.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
if you don't play golf, and
Yeah. I
just
think it's
know
like-
that you don't pick up balls if
Yeah.
it's not yours. Don't be a
Yeah.
fucking dick.
Yeah.
Maybe you're aggressive in a way where people are being stupid, like picking up your balls or being disrespectful. Because like you did pop off on one player when he's like, "What the fuck's a geisha?"
Oh yeah,
You
I
know,
did pop
like,
off.
Went off.
Yeah, I just don't like stupid people.
Yeah.
If you do something stupid near me and I don't agree with it, I'm more than likely gonna call you out on it.
Yeah.
Now I forgot what I was gonna ask you guys.
I don't know either.
Oh yeah. Does how you play say something about who you are?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know because I play laid back in Apex, but then like in Bloodborne, I'm aggressive. I don't know.
Okay. What about you guys?
I
don't
think yours is more you're
A logical-
methodical.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Because
true.
you do stay behind the group in Apex.
Yes.
You're the sniper.
Yeah.
And then in Bloodborne, because you already know how everyone attacks, you're like, all right, I'm going to attack them in
Yeah.
a specific way.
Yeah.
Mm.
In a team, yes. In a team, I'm the methodical one. By
Mhm.
myself, I'm like, let's go.
No.
Let's get it done.
In
Mm.
Baldur's Gate, you're just like, whatever.
Yeah.
There's no rhyme or reason why you do things.
There
No,
is.
in Baldur's Gate, I just try to kill everybody.
No, but she
Yeah.
she does have a way of doing it now.
Yeah.
So I guess what's one personal thing that you guys learned about yourself through gaming?
I'm a perfectionist. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
I use it as an avoidance tool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just enjoy gaming.
Yeah. I'm not a quitter because I spent 8
Okay.
hours trying to beat one boss.
All right, we got like 5 quick
Spit it out.
rapid fire questions.
Okay.
Comfort game you'd take on a deserted island.
Stardew.
Oh, if I was on a deserted island,
Mm-hmm.
comfort game.
Mm-hmm. This is rapid fire, not think about it.
Shit.
5, 4, 3,
The Sims.
2. Okay. Best game for stress relief. I feel like Asley's just gonna keep saying.
Oh, hidden object games.
Mm.
All.
Oh,
Any
that's
and
a good
all.
one.
Mm.
That's a good one.
Any and all.
Bloodborne.
Good one. Okay. Game that destroyed your emotions in a good way.
Not applicable.
Not applicable.
Yeah, I've never been destroyed emotionally.
Yo,
A book will get me more than a video game.
Expedition 33. I'm just maybe because it's fresh in my mind, but that game, it destroyed me. Game you can play when you're burnt out and brain dead. Diablo.
It's what is that called? The AFK game on
Oh, like mobile AFK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that one.
AFK Arena or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
5,
Tetris.
4. Okay. Would you rather heal with Stardew or fight anxiety with Elden Ring?
Stardew.
Elden Ring.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. I mean, that's all I got. Gaming is not a cure. I mean, it does help. It's a really good tool.
Yes.
I agree with it. It's a connection to not just yourself, but like other people. Games make you smile. It's just like music, I think. And I hear a dog.
I
Like, what
thought
the
it was
fuck?
like it sounds like a dog.
I thought it was the little one downstairs, like cracking up, being a
does
weirdo.
kinda sound like
I was
that,
like,
yeah.
what is she doing?
Yeah, whether it's a pixelated farm like Stardew, or a boss you can finally beat, or a friend that
dog.
like you help
Like
or
the
met
dog.
in raid. Please stop talking when I'm talking. Thank you. Again, thanks for joining us on this deeply personal episode. I think it was needed. But yeah, if gaming has helped you through anything, we'd like to hear your story. Comment, say something to us. I don't care.
Yeah,
but
Black Label's pretty good. He responds to any and all
yeah,
feedback
it's
Mhm.
cool.
very quickly.
So keep grinding those levels and finishing those side quests. Until next time.
As always, this has been Co-op Chronicles with Pint Size Geisha, Black Label, and me, Azalee.
Bye.
We gather round the mic, tales of nights and dice. Gaming worlds collide, hobbies come alive. secrets to unfold.